So what do you do when you know that your loved one is lying to you? When we have loved ones that have substance abuse issues, lying is a big thing, and we find ourselves in this constant battle, this constant pattern of they lie to us, we present them with all the evidence that says, I know you are lying to me. They continue to deny it. We continue to get angry. We continue to get resentful. We continue to feel betrayed. We get so upset. It's just this vicious cycle over and over and over again. It's almost like this weird game. And they know that they're lying, but at some point it just becomes this, I don't even want to fight anymore. I am just done. I am just, defeated. We almost get defeated. So what do we do? What is the best way to handle these kinds of things? And the best technique that I have found that really starts changing some of those dynamics. And this is not like a one and done technique. You don't just try it once and then, things just magically change. But if we get into this different pattern, our relationship changes. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to get them to start telling the truth. I'm saying that things are going to change. And that's what we need, is things to change. And the technique is to praise them and be genuine about it. That's the trick of this technique, is you have to find things to genuinely praise them for when they're doing well. Ignore all the bad behaviors, ignore all of the lying, because you're not going to do anything with that anyway. Like, they're going to continue to do those things. They're going to continue to lie, to manipulate, to act poorly, because that's just where they're at. And it's just like beating your head against the wall. So what can you do for you and for them is to find things when they are acting in such a way that you want to praise them, to tell them how proud you are of them. And what this will actually do, and I know that seems very counterintuitive, but what this is actually going to do is create a different dynamic in the relationship. And it's going to get them to start having their wheels turn. It's going to feed more on their guilt, and we want to feed on their guilt. We don't want to shame them. We want them to feel guilty, because guilty emotions create a sense of a desire to change. Shame feeds into this weird, dark thing that gets people to push back. But guilt is something that we actually want them to have, because then that's going to be a more likelihood of them starting to change, and they feel like they can open up a little bit more to you because you are a positive influence in their life, instead of a constant pushback, a constant, I got to lie to this person. We all feel betrayed. We're just in this cycle of hating each other, and not hate, but you know what I mean, of like just constant bickering back and forth. We want to change that part of it. And by praising them, it definitely gets them to perk up a little bit. I've used this technique, and I tell you what, people can try to lie to me, and I know when they're lying. And when I start praising them, that bullshit stops. It just does, because they feel so guilty. They don't want to do it anymore. And plus, it also gives them some confidence. And that's really what they need. They actually need the confidence. So find genuine things to praise them for. And yes, they're still going to act like assholes. But if we're finding genuine things to praise them for, then they're going to start responding differently. And that's what we want to create. Again, this is not a one and done pattern. You don't try the pattern once, or you actually have to create the pattern. You don't try this technique once and be like, oh, that didn't work, and then go on in the same unproductive, unhealthy pattern that you've been in, of that anger, bickering, resentment, all of that stuff. This will also help you because you will start feeling differently, not only about yourself, but about them if you let some of that go. You'll actually be able to start thinking clearly because you won't have the anger and resentments clouding what's right in front of you. So it's going to help you too. That's what's so great. And it's not exactly easy, but it's very effective, you know? And so that's what I do when I know that I have someone coming at me and they're BSing me, is I just praise them. And it's wonderful. So let me know how this technique goes. Give it a little time. We're planting little seeds along the way, and we gotta allow them to kind of grow and blossom and all of that. So give it a little time. It's not a one and done. So let me know how it goes. You can email me. You can write in the comments, whatever. My email, jennifer@maniliconsulting.com, if you want to be a little bit more private about the message. So anyway, I hope you have a great day.